off because Mindy Smith did an illegal knockdown. You see her go down in a downward fashion to the head of Gina Lombardo. Points called off. It's 1-1. We'll be back.
We're back. It's midway in the first period. We're all tied at 1, and there you see Mindy Smith sitting in the penalty box. Referee Sean Corbin not only waved off the points, but put her in the penalty box for a one-jam penalty for that downward hit. So a nice opportunity for Florida now. And you see Suzanne Chalene taking the big whip from Denise Loden, springs her free, being chased by Laura Weintraub, one of the showgirls of the Nevada Hot Dice. Two certainly of the quicker girls on the track. Weintraub, without question, the former women's hockey player, far and away the more physical of the two. Suzanne Chalene likes to skate more than the physical aspect of RollerJam. But right now, Suzanne Chalene pulls one out of Laura Weintraub's book. Tries to give her the elbow, but in no way does it affect Weintraub. Weintraub, one of the best balance skaters in the WSL. Again, that comes from her college hockey experience. And it's Suzanne Chalene with the elbow. This time takes Weintraub down. Katie Cooper now back trying to block out Suzanne Chalene. They come around, and now you see Andrea Franklin going back to try and give her teammates some help. And Franklin goes down, takes the skates out from underneath Katie Cooper. Suzanne Chalene goes by, picks up the point, and waves it off. Nice teamwork by the Sundogs.
Well, we've seen a strange strategy, not strange, but interesting strategy by both teams, Ken. We've seen different jammers out on almost every jam. Both teams are trying to find a balance between their powerful jammers and their finesse jammers, and we'll see how both teams in this chess match, which team gets the upper hand.
2-1 Florida Sundogs as we are nearing the end of this first period in this WSL matchup between the Nevada Hot Dice and the Florida Sundogs. Now Gina Lombardo coming out. This is the first time we've seen the speedster, Debbie Rice. You see that big cast on her right arm. She broke her wrist in 3 places, surprised a lot of people, came back very, very quick, and they take the Nevada Hot Dice jammer down. The Florida Sundogs now. Lombardo and Debbie Rice marry it. A Hot Dice jammer inside. Shea Brown down. That's 1 point apiece in the WSL. Each jammer can score when they pass an opponent. The Sundogs have already put 2 points on the board. Andrea Franklin takes down, Denise Loden takes down Katie Cooper. 2 more points for the Sundogs. Gina Lombardo goes high. What a great jam we're seeing from Florida. Lombardo passes the entire pack, and Debbie Rice follows it right up. Gina Lombardo picks up 4 points. Debbie Rice gets 3. In fact, Lombardo may have called it off 1 second too early, and she waited. Rice would have picked up the 4th point as well, but suddenly the Sundogs break it wide open.
But, Ken, you have to look at Denise Loden as making this play happen with her blocking ability. She called up her teammates to score the points. Let's check out Roller Rules.
I'm Sean Corbin, head official of the WSL. If you think it's easy being in my skates, think again.
Brian Gallagher and Eric Slopey were out on a jam in this game between the Rustlers and the Quakes. When they got to the pack collapsed, and they had to go airborne. How many points would you give him? When Gallagher jumps the pack, he lands on the track, but Slopey lands on the infield. It's illegal for a jammer to pass on the infield. That means Gallagher gets 4 points, and Slopey gets a donut. Now you know the rules.
We'll be back after this.
It's the Florida Sundogs 9, the Nevada Hot Dice 1. We are back, everyone. The men are getting ready to take the track. Buck, we had a real close game, and I was a little surprised. The Florida Sundogs came up, played a very controlled, physical game till the final jam.
Well, what happens with these Florida Sundogs, they are able to morph themselves to the competition. Against the New York Enforcers, they play a real finesse game, but against these Nevada Hot Dice, they started to get into a power game. Candidate paid off for them in the first period.
And it's certainly in that final jam, the 18-wheeler in the shape of Gina Lombardo and Debbie Rice steamrolled over the Nevada Hot Dice. Now, Buddy Atkinson, you know, RollerJam is so fast and so quick that a lot of times we lose the intricacies of certain plays. In that first period, Andrea Franklin executed a perfect takedown. If you would kind of take us through and explain how that works.
All right, you can see Evangelo back here getting set up for her run. Now she sees that Andrea, right here, is setting up, but with the lockup that Andrea does right here, on her arm, and the pull down is so perfect. And then she lays flat out. Watch this. She's got them all under control, and here comes Kathy. She's going to be jumping right here, and she stays on the track. Beautiful play. Well executed.
Starting for the Nevada Hot Dice men, led by Captain Richard Brown, along with Mark Webber, Jason McDaniel, Randy Garrett, will be Micah Martin. And for the Sundog men, Sean Marshall, Captain America, Bill Barker, David Glennie, Sam Martin, and Potsy Shalene. And certainly the question will be, as we're ready to start period 2, can the Sundog men pick up right where the Sundog women left off, blowing this game open at the very end of the first period. And now coming out is Potsy Shalene, and he goes flying into the corner, and now it's the Martin brothers, Micah Martin, number 33 for Nevada, Sam Martin, number 10 for the Florida Sundogs. These two are exactly like Gabe and Abel. They grew up together. We're both speed skaters now, completely different philosophies on skating, and no love lost between the two brothers. But you will never find two more competitive brothers anywhere than Sam and Micah Martin. Micah, of course, easy to see when his helmet is off. The green hair for the Nevada Hot Dice. Now you see Richard Brown dropping back to try and block out as Sam Martin sends his brother into the rail. Good job. A big elbow from Richard Brown. Just absolutely dropped Sam Martin. But he saw his brother coming up, got up very quickly, and again puts his brother down. Now Sam once again closing on Richard Brown. Brown again takes him down. And Richard Brown, again a knee right to the leg of Sam Martin.
And when is Jerry Seltzer, the commissioner, going to do something about little Richard Brown? We always talk about him doing the career ender, but Sam and Micah Martin, another group you cannot talk too much about. But again, little Richard Brown is out of control here in the World Skating League, Ken, and somebody's going to have to get hurt before he stops.
Richard Brown into the penalty box. Referee Sean Corbin alertly, and I think rightly so, awarding 1 penalty point to Sam Martin. A deliberate attempt by Richard Brown to prevent him from scoring and try and injure him. You see Captain America Bill Barker giving the big whip. This is number 11, Jonathan Russell, and number 36, Jason McDaniel, out for the Nevada Hot Dice. McDaniels, they both get tangled up. Russell gets the worst of it. You saw that skate wheel catch him right in the knee. McDaniel up. McDaniel, arguably the quickest skater in all the WSL, with a big opportunity now to try and get his team back in this one as they trail it 10-1. You see McDaniel heads up calling Mark Webber back, trying to help him get by. David Glennie and Bill Barker doing a good job so far of preventing McDaniel from getting around. In fact, now they join hands, go for a double block. Webber takes him down. Jason McDaniel rolls over both of them, picks up 2 points. A big jam for Jason McDaniel.
Well, Jason McDaniel, this is his second.